Howdy, hi all. Chris here from Blamcon and Props 3D with a plan for you. A plan that I actually wrote down on 2 sheets of paper to make sure I do not get it wrong, because I think we got it down now. I know I've been sort of incognito as far as YouTube is concerned for about the last 3 weeks or so. I encourage anyone who's wondering what's going on with Blamcon to join the Discord, link in the description. I post multiple times a day, not even every day, about how things are going. This store, as I've said before, was dropped without us really being totally prepared for it. We were not prepared for what happened next, and we are now prepared. That is what I've been doing. Actually, I have been building inventory systems. As much as Props 3D and Blamcon is, to me at least, about bringing all of this to you, it's kind of cool now. We can actually physically bring things to you in terms of kits, 3D prints, and coming almost immediately, completed items outside of doing what we normally do, which is private contracting and small runs. So that's actually pretty cool. It's required a lot of thought to get together. And so I checked with the team. We're all on the same page. So here we are. And by the way, this covers Blamcon and not Props 3D. They're both separate kind of entities working together. Obviously, pretty much all of the retro / movie, like the Auto 9, etc., Props 3D models as well as Blamcon models, but I am focusing specifically on Blamcon here. So grab my paper. So I need to do 3 videos basically to get everyone up to snuff on Blamcon. Those who were part of the store release and who have bought some awesome builds on the Discord, some great gameplay videos coming out. I think it works. Yay. I mean, we knew it works, but it's hard to say it works until other people get it. Check on Discord for builds and how everybody's doing. But of course, that's not the whole thing, because we need 3 videos. We need light bars. I have various versions of light bars. I have our Blamcon PCBs, which have little LED modules. LEDs are built in. But we also have DIY, where you don't need any PCB at all, really. And we have individual modules you can place, as well as the Blamcon bars. Now a Blamcon bar XL, because some people are mounting them on massive projector screens and they need more separation between the LEDs, and a whole bunch more really cool options. So I'm actually working on that video right now, and it'll be dropped fairly shortly. Not give me a date this time, but shortly. I'm working on it. All the stuff is there. Next is cables. We do have our GX16 cables, but we want to show you how to make your own cables. They're all pretty actually easy to make, so that should be a quick video. That one's coming right after. Thirdly is Blamcon Arc. I don't think I mentioned that much in videos, but we now have a GUI, graphical user interface, that is on Steam. We have not released it yet because we're in final testing, but it's feature complete. It all works. It's awesome. And you can completely configure your Blamcon through that. Of course, the primary way to configure your Blamcon is still actually in the Blamcon. It's self-contained. That way you can plug it into any system and off you go. But actually those 2 function sets are now sort of unified. So you can do it through Arc, or you can do it in the gun. It's pretty much the identical features. So I am going to do a full video on Arc, which will also cover setting up Blamcon. I was going to do like this massive overview video, but I will do that later. But the thing is, I want to get to more light guns. So we're, from the feedback from people who bought Blamcon, who are building Blamcon, those are the questions that are coming in, right? Like, how do I put the LEDs on? LED bars, how do I make my own cable? The cable video, and how do I configure it? Arc. I figure once we've got those, we'll have everybody kind of ready to build Blamcons. And the second Blamcon we'll release is the Auto 9. The order's changed a bit. It was supposed to be the Phaser, but there's a lot of excitement around the Auto 9. I mean, even the Vyper wasn't supposed to be the first one. We listened to your feedback. So we're going to go Auto 9. Well, we did the Vyper, then the Auto 9, then the Phaser, because this is a super easy one you can throw together in an hour. You don't need a core, you don't need anything. So you need a few things coming in the video. Then we will go through the rest of them. We have the Bull pump action. That's this guy here. I'll just do it real quick here. Bull pump action, one of my favorites. Sorry, I'm trying to, oh, that's what I'm trying not to do, is knock them over. So then we've got the 2-fore double barrel, another shotgun, tell where my interests lay. Both triggers work as an A and B button, as well as the brake action is actually a button as well. It's really cool. I'm gonna put these down gently. There we go. We have the retro ray, which is a very family-friendly one. It's ambidextrous, so there's A and B buttons on both sides. It's very retro design, hence the name retro ray, and very family-friendly. So this one's coming pretty shortly. I got just a wacky one. This was sort of a personal challenge, but this is the Rick and Morty portal gun. Fully works, A and B button are underneath. I'm a Rick and Morty fan. My kids are Rick and Morty fans. Sue me. Then we have the Blunderbuss, which was made for Dark Tonic for the game Blunder Busted, which is coming soon. I think they already have a release on Steam if you want to give it a try. That one's very cool. Classic, Blunderbuss right there. A and B buttons are on the side, by the way. LED on the top. Then we have the Ahsoka Tano lightsaber, the light gun lightsaber. This was again inspired by a Rick and Morty episode where it was lightsaber fruit ninja. If you're a fan, you know it. Then we have the E11, my personal favorite. This is actually the E11 used on screen on Bucketheads. If you haven't seen that, it's an amazing production. It's on YouTube. We're actually going to see it in the theater next Friday. Let's turn that off. Oh, actually, I was turning it on. There you go. Got lighting effects. You can see it actually in the trailer for episode 2. It's this exact one, but we have a light gun version. Actually, every one here, 11 out of 12, I should say, is a functional light gun, but this is the Bucketheads one because the light gun one is over with Mike. Then we have the most friendly of all, and of course, everybody knows Rabbids. And Rabbids Hollywood's a hilarious game. I love it with my family, and I could not help but make the light gun for it. Then, of course, we have the Stallion, the classic 6-shooter. And this one actually has a hammer that actuates with a solenoid. This was one of my favorites because I wanted to keep it right on spec of what it's supposed to be, which it is, except the barrel's a little bigger, of course, to accommodate the camera. But it's extremely cool. It's extremely fun. And just that hammer action is so cool. So these are the 12 light guns we are bringing. I have over a dozen more in progress. If you see the light gun wall in any video, you can see there's way more coming, but I'm going to focus on getting these out. I dropped my papers, one sec. So yeah, as soon as we've done the 3 core videos, we're going to go to the Auto 9, and then I'm going to sort of intersperse rolling these out with some Props 3D videos. I have a lot of things like the R2-D2. This is one of my favorite ones ever. This is a light gun as well. This is the Fallout 4 laser pistol. I really want to make the Props 3D video for that. And there are many, many more. He says, sorry, it's hard to balance that. There we go. So the plan. Already covered that. The store is done and we have the inventory. I'm not listing it because, well, frankly, I'm going to do what I said I would do. And I'm already starting to email people who filled out the waiting list form. The waiting list form is closed, by the way, because it was just an inordinate number of respondents, which is amazing. But I'm going to go through that as fast as possible. I imagine that's only a week or two, but I want to give them first dibs. Maybe not even a week or two. Like, I have a lot of inventory. I'll be just kind of bulk emailing people. If you did submit, like, it wasn't supposed to be an ask me a question thing, but a lot of you did ask questions. I am going to go through all of them individually and answer any questions that you may have in there. I appreciate that you used it as a contact me form, but if you want to ask me questions, Discord, instant answer, just saying. Well, semi-instant, depending on your time zone and my schedule. So, yeah. Basically, we are immediately putting on everything 3D prints, kits, full kits, components, everything you need to build pretty much any light gun, as well as full kits for the Vyper as well. Yeah, well, this is actually a disclaimer. One thing I can't really do individually is support those who bought earlier in the store in the first run, I've been supporting you all individually, which has been great for asking and answering questions. But I've added a support channel onto Discord now. Like, honestly, this, I mean, I've got a day job on top of this. This is hilarious. This is awesome. I love it. But run ragged is not even the best adjective right now. This is 7 days a week from when I get up to when I go to bed. Basically, you know, I do my job, I do my hours. I love what I do. I'm not compromising on that. But outside of that, I'm on Blamcon because I love this too, but it doesn't leave me a lot of love for things like going for walks or spending time with my family. And yeah, you chop that on top of giving everybody individual support. Please, if you have questions, Discord, a lot of people are building there. They can answer a lot of the questions, and then as the community will grow. You know, if you got anything defective or any really big problems, of course, just message me. But generally, yeah, like, you know, Discord. Okay. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry, I've actually covered a lot of this out of order, so I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. One thing I'm going to add onto the store is we have a lot of stuff ready to go, but I'm adding a disclaimer. It may take up to a month for your order to ship out from now. Why? Because I don't want to close it again. When I get overwhelmed, I have to close it. If we have a month lead time, I have people I can bring in to help me out, but I'm going to have to train them in certain things. I run out of certain parts and I have to order them. But if I put a month onto the store, we don't have to sell out. It was super lame to open it and close it right away. I had to do it because I wasn't prepared for that kind of volume, and every single order went out. So I'm very proud of that, but I'm not proud of the fact that we had to close it for like a month, 12 hours after opening. I felt that was kind of lame. I don't want to do it again. We're going to contact that initial list as fast as we can. 1 week, you know what, let's just say that 1 week from the date this video goes out, the public store will go back up. That sounds fair. That gives everybody who's going to be emailed a week in there. I'll be posting it definitely a few days early on the Discord. But that 1 month gives me lead time. So, you know, either that or I have to do some pre-order system, and I freaking hate pre-orders. All right. Now, the big one, and I'm going to read this one verbatim. Mike was over yesterday. This has to do with full and complete Vypers. The Vypers will go for sale in blocks of 10 by contacting us only. They will be on the store, but these are made by Mike and I personally. We are hoping to build some kind of economy of scale in the future, but right now we're completely slammed on keeping all this going, and we need to price this accordingly. Every Vyper we make, seriously, means we have to stop what we're doing, make the Vypers. That means no videos, no light bars, We've already been honestly making some for a private sale and those who have supported us early and a few other things. And it's just causing too many delays. These aren't a stock item. They are a bespoke item Mike and I make ourselves. Actually, until now, pretty much everyone's been made by me. Now Mike's doing as much or more than I am. But essentially, Mike did all these amazing paint jobs. And like, what's he going to do? Amazing paint jobs or line assemble these, right? That's why it blocks to 10. Like, I'm taking half, he's taking half, that's it. So I was going to actually read the price out on here, but I'm going to post the price on the site. I guess that's sort of a psych, but it will go on the site. If you have access to the store via email or via Patreon or whatnot, then the price will go up with this video on there, but you'll be able to see after. But it takes into account the fact that, you know, we need to advance this project. If we're going to stop this project, you know, it's going to have to be worth it to us. And you always have the option of building it yourself, right? Blamcon's very source yourself, build yourself. Even the core is optional. Like I said, a lot of these here don't even require a core. You don't even get anything out of having a core. And when I get into the simpler light gun videos, I'll be showing you that you don't even need a core for the other ones. It just reduces 1 or 2 features, but you totally get the experience. So since we basically are giving all the models away for free, everything else, you know, we need to counterbalance when we do have to stop all of this. So price will be on the store. Yeah, we have, I don't know, this is just the last little bit, but we do have help coming in December for Mike's shop in the form of Tyler, who's just a really awesome, he's a builder since he was a little kid. He's done amazing projects. He's a whiz at soldering. He's going to be helping take a lot of load off me and freeing me up to do a lot more videos. And that is where some kind of economy of scale may come in. Chandler's already helping out. He's building all the light bars now. I don't even have to look at them. They just come in from Chandler. So thank you so much, Chandler. And he's taking a few more things off. Sunny is now managing the kits and the inventory. That's my wife's name. I'm Chris Patch. She's Sunny Patch. It's a match. Well, her name's funnier than mine, but anyway. Yeah, so that's basically the plan. I will make the 3 videos immediately. I'm already on it. That will give you a full impression of what Blamcon is. We will release ARC as fast as possible. It's only in final testing right now, and that'll allow you to fully set up and test Blamcons yourself. When I have done those 3 videos on ARC, the cables, and the light bars, we will immediately go to doing the Auto 9. Then we will do the phaser, and we will roll out more Blamcons as we got them, and then we'll get into the crazier stuff like the big pneumatic recoil and all the stuff I'm excited about. But that's it. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. Otherwise, or in Discord, right? Always here on Discord. Otherwise, I guess since this is a full video, I really do want to thank our Patreons. While basically we're shut down and not even producing videos, these kind souls are helping us stay afloat and support Blamcon. They also get early access to all of the models. My working directories are shared with Patreon at the 2nd tier and above, and get a shout out in every video. So at the VIP level, I'd love to give a very warm shout out to Andrew Gergen, Big Homie, CC, Chef J, Fernando Diaz with Big Gun Arcades, James Hargis, Jovan Fiddler, Chris Coolmod of chriscoolmod.com. He does light gun drives. Matthew Klabish, Paul Pardee, Philip Daniel, who runs the impeccable Light Gun Lunatics group on Facebook, as well as Stephen Barsom and Thomas Cooper, and all of the Patreons in the crawl to follow. Thank you so much, and I look forward to bringing you a lot of awesomeness.